And we're back at Milner Field, the home of Sir Titus Salt and the cursed manor as well. Now if you didn't see, we did 2 videos here a couple of years ago now, probably 2 years back. 2 very in-depth videos, but we're back today for a revisit because I am told that some restoration work has been taking place on the ruins, and they've actually uncovered some more of the tile work and plenty of relics, so I'm told anyway. So let's head off into the woods and see what we can find today. So last time I was here with Martin Zero. I'm here on my own this time. It is very creepy around here. It's very gloomy, and also there's a lot of history here, but there's just something somber about the mood in these trees. Well, I'm hopefully heading in the right direction, if I remember correctly, where the house was. And yeah, let's see what they've done with this restoration work inside. Just as we emerge through here, this little clearing, you can see the remains of the house right there, all stacked up. Just look at that pile of rubble there, all the way back. Let's zoom in for you. That looks amazing. It has been cleared a little bit. I don't remember it being this obvious before. Anyway, let's check out the conservatory floor, which was right over here. It was the mosaic floor. If you remember, oh, there's somebody else here. If you remember before, it was covered in a lot of dirt. I'm told they've restored it quite a bit. There we go. You can see it a lot clearer now. It's been jet washed and cleaned. Well, not jet washed, but it's been cleaned anyway. And you can clearly see the little pathway there to the house. Yeah, none of this was visible before. It was all covered, like it is now over here, in foliage and mess. Yeah, it's nice to see a bit more of it. But I'm told the best bit is up here, where they've cleared out the entrance to the house and the old billiard room, if you remember that. So you can clearly see this channel a bit more clearer now, and they've stacked some of the rocks around in like neat piles, so you can see them a bit better. And a bit more to see up here, so I'm told. Let's have a look. There you go, you couldn't see that before. The doorway here. That was not visible last time. Not that I remember anyway. I remember there being a slope here. This was buried under the soil. So where you came from here before, we sloped up here. As you can see, it does there. This was all buried underneath. How amazing is that? So let's try head over the ruins and up towards the, what was the billiard room. So if you remember, like I said, this was all buried, but if you remember this section here, this has been uncovered quite a lot. As you can see, they've dug back some of the brickwork here, or the stonework. So you can see a bit more of that doorway there. I mean, they're probably not going to allow it, but I would love to see them excavate a lot of this earth here and this rubbish. Wouldn't it be great if you could see the actual foundations of the house? They won't do it. Once again, if you haven't seen my Milner Field series, check it out on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description below, because I explained a lot of the history of the house, and we even went in the old cellars over here with Martin Zero, and I also showed you a lot of the history behind it and pictures, and did a lot of photo fades as well. Now I've just spotted something else down here which has been restored. I'll say restored, it's been uncovered. So let's have a look down here. Here we go, just check that out. Another doorway there. So this would have probably been ground level down here. It's hard to imagine when you stood on a mound. Yeah, that would have been the door from the conservatory, straight through there. And then whatever room it was to the left here, and I can't remember what it was on the map. Like I said, this is 2 years after I was here before. You can clearly see the doorway there. All of this was buried, like I said, under many layers of earth and rubble and rubbish. Oh wow, look at this over here. An internal wall in the house. There's a couple actually. There's one over here, just behind that doorway. That looks brilliant. So yeah, that's been uncovered. And then the other bit just down here, and again a doorway right there. Let's get a bit closer to that. So let's head through this doorway, and I've got a feeling we're going to see some other stuff around the other side here. So another doorway here with some steps going down. Oh, look at this. That looks like the original exterior wall. Oh my god, complete with a drain pipe or a drain down there, look. That's amazing. So this is ground level. Let's have a look in there. So it could have been some kind of a drainage outlet. So yeah, this is the exterior wall, and looks like a doorway into the house here, and a window right there. And then look down here, we've got a full wall that runs along the bottom there, all the way on the outside. This has all been dug back. You can see where it was, where this tree is here. This was all filled in to here. Now we do know as well there is cellars underneath all of this building here. You can get in the ones down the bottom, but I bet there's cellars under here as well, probably filled in a little bit. A water hose, and you can open it, look at that. Complete with a tap at the bottom. I'm betting that doesn't work anymore, you never know. Victorian engineering, it probably does. That's amazing. So the actual tap is still there. It's even got the little hook at the bottom, probably to turn the tap. And that's probably been here a couple of 100 years. Definitely Victorian. You would have seen none of that years ago. And I just love how they've lined everything up as well that they've found in the ground. So lots of old bottles, some slate, probably roof tiles or things like that. They've piled it all up here for people to see, but like a museum. Lots of glass, look at that. Different types of glass. More slate again. Some old metal fixtures. All from this huge mansion that was here. All piled up. So all this would have been buried underneath. And again, they've done some work up here as well. So that's the section we've just seen, which is the external wall of the house. We're now going to head over the other side to the other rubble pile over there and see what remains of that and if they've done any work over there. And this is definitely new. What looks like a doorstep or something there, and then this flagged floor. I don't know if this would have been inside or outside the house. This looks like a doorway in. So you've got the external wall there, and then this looks like a front porch. Could this have been the main entrance to the house? Yes, it is. Because if you look round there, there's the old archway. The old coach archway, which we didn't see before, and it's just started raining. Yeah, this is the original arched entrance. You've got one of the pillars still standing there, and then the other one is in not so good shape on the other side. This was a large archway into the courtyard, so it went over the pathway here, big arch. I'll put a picture of that in, you might remember it from the last video. All the stone for this is over here, discarded in the trees. All the blocks here, look, from that archway. So as you came through this archway, there would have been a large courtyard right here for all the coaches to park up and things like that, and then a huge, like a porch area, entrance area to the house, which is what we saw with the pavement on the floor. and then the main house spanned left to right. So yeah, you can see it a bit more clearer now. So this is what would have been the entrance area and the flagstones. So that would have been inside, I'm sure. And then the left side of the house, which contained all the kitchens, etc. Again, this is all new over here. You couldn't see any of this last time. That's definitely been cleared up. Some old stairs there. Again, another doorway into the house. And then over here, maybe a drain cover down there, I'm not sure. And again, this is the external walls to the house, and you can even see where the drain pipes were and the gutter in the drain there, look. You couldn't see any of this before. And again, external wall, more rubble. Yeah, they've done quite a lot of work on this, and I can see some other stuff further around which I can't wait to see. Let's head through this doorway here. Like I said, this was all filled in. And we're up onto the main site now, the main part of the building. Oh wow, look at this. Full staircase restored right here. Now if I remember rightly, if you go in the cellars just round here, you can see this staircase from the inside of the cellars, if I remember rightly. But again, more walls. Up here I've seen some more further round as well, so there's more to see. This is fantastic. So let's head a bit further round. And this is the other side. Now if I remember rightly, the entrance to the cellars was here. And that looks like it's been filled in, which is a shame, because that was brilliant to go inside. Again, more rubble piled up all around here, and I have spotted something just a bit further around. So this is the other side. Again, they've uncovered this like entrance way here, which again would have been the back of the house, right in the bottom corner. Oh wow. No, I was wrong. The entrance to the cellars is there. A lot clearer. When me and Martin came, we were stood on a mound up here, and we went down into the cellar. Let's check that out. So all these little alcoves here. And down into the cellars that are still there. An overview here of where we've just been. Yeah, the entrance to the cellars is just there on the right hand side. It's just started absolutely hammering it down. Typical British summer, eh? Yeah, I remember going in there. If you want to see me head inside those cellars with Martin Zero, and it's quite extensive, check out my previous video. Again, link down below, and we'll take you for a full tour around inside there. But I just want to show you this round here, which looks amazing, and I never saw this before. I just walked right past it as well. Check that out. A full fireplace uncovered right there. That is amazing. Look at the stonework on that. And tree roots growing through it. That is brilliant. You've got the hearth down here, look. The hearth is still intact. Yeah, look at this. Oh wow. Proper Victorian fireplace, that. Just look at the tree roots growing through the flue there, look. That is brilliant. And look at the detail on that tile work. All the patterns there, look. Yeah, none of this was visible before at all. This is all covered over. And we're round to the front end now, which was the main terrace at the front of the house. So this would have overlooked the fields. It would have been their main terrace before their front lawn down there. And they've even done some work in here on what looks like a well or an ice house. It's hard to tell. That looks like, yeah, it looks like an ice house to me. There's some work being done there. And you can see the round shape on the outside here. Yeah, that looks like an ice house. Another room uncovered here. I can see from around the other side. Again, this looks like the outside of the house, but the back, well, the front end overlooking the gardens. Yeah, this must have been an outer wall. I mean, the stonework on this building was just amazing. Still is. 200 years later. A window there. And another drain down there. Intact, as always. So when we first saw this place, and you just see all the rubble piled up like there, you just think it's been absolutely decimated, but it hasn't. I've got to say, the work that they've done so far, and I know it's unofficial work, but it's absolutely fantastic. It's now just an abandoned pile of rubble, so I'd rather see it and see things like the rooms and learn from the fireplaces and the tiles, and I'd rather see all that than it just be a pile of rubble covered up for 50, 60, 70, 100 years until it's cleared for housing. I don't know about you, but I'm glad that they've come and they've cleared this site, or started to make sense of it anyway. Another external curved wall there, and I do remember in a lot of the pictures a lot of like turret looking towers on the house from the front. There's some kind of a large hole in the floor there. Who knows what that was? But yeah, what they've done is absolutely fantastic. I'm so impressed with it so far. Like I said, I know a lot of people are not happy with what they've done. I'm all for it. I'd rather see it and appreciate it than it just be left under a mound of earth forever until it's built on with houses. That's how I see it. Well, there we go. I'm just heading away from the ruins now, but that was amazing. I'm so glad I made the visit. So thanks, James, for the tip-off. Thanks for letting me know. I was in the area anyway filming, but I'm going to head back now. Thank you very much for joining us at Milner Field again. I'll see you in the video next week. Bye for now.